also personally believe that Aadhaar is a game changer in terms of bringing in reforms in the service delivery of various welfare programs that governments have, in terms of bringing in identity or identities to individuals, a unique identity to individuals who do not have one currently. And as IT Secretary from Maharashtra pointed out, it has the potential to reach out to the marginalized people. I mean, those who have not in the banking network, those who have not even got into a welfare program. So it has the potential to bring all such people into the what you call the safety net. Friends, all of you are aware that Andhra Pradesh is one of the leaders in Aadhaar implementation, and the state government understood the importance of Aadhaar in view of the fact that there are a large number of welfare programs in the state. Honorable Chief Minister mentioned yesterday more than 30,000 crores worth subsidies are distributed in Andhra Pradesh under various welfare programs. And let me quickly show you where the problem is. I mean, this is what Mr. Agarwal mentioned in his point, but just to give you a conceptual understanding, in any welfare program, you have two problems. Number one problem is the problem of inclusion, errors, bogus, duplicates, people who are not eligible for a particular program. And on the other side, you also have a problem of errors of exclusion, which he also, I told him that he actually mentioned it as a coming from a soul kind of thing. So these are the basic problems in any welfare programs, and this is what Aadhaar intends to sort out. Friends, what we are trying to do in our state and most of the other states also is to try and make use of Aadhaar. Aadhaar is not an end in itself. Aadhaar is a means to an end. And what we are trying to do is make use of Aadhaar to create a mechanism through which we are able to seed Aadhaar numbers into the databases, various databases pertaining to the myriads of welfare programs that states run. And if you look at it, this is the high-level overview of what I am talking about. You have the state resident data hub right in the center. Actually, this is nothing. This is basically the Aadhaar data, demographic data of all the individuals, all the residents of the state. So what happens is this becomes a kind of single source of truth. Now, there's no need for various beneficiary programs. I mean, you have, for example, if you look at it on the left side, we have listed out various programs where benefits are being given, where beneficiaries are involved. We have the scholarships and the pensions. You have the housing program. You have the health insurance in our state called Rajiv Arogyashri. You have the Panchayat Raj, as Colonel mentioned, where Narega is there, where pensions are there. You have the civil supplies. Commissioner of Civil Supplies will be telling you why and how Aadhaar is going to be of huge importance in terms of civil supplies delivery. Agriculture department also has multiple programs, and I mean, this is just a non-exhaustive list. There are many departments which keep doling out subsidies and welfare benefits to individuals. And every department has its own database. Every department database actually has its own infirmities. There's no learning from each other. I mean, an individual who has actually died in a municipal corporation database exists in the civil supplies database. An individual who has purchased a car in the RTA database is also in the civil supplies database and is classified as poor. So you have databases not talking to each other. And what state resident data hub that we've actually created in our state, and it's almost functional now, intends to basically do is to make these disparate databases talk to each other and integrate them through this string called Aadhaar. So Aadhaar becomes what you call a common number which runs through all these databases and allows these databases to talk to each other. So effectively what we are trying to say is every department can just maintain some numbers. The link through those numbers will be Aadhaar, and they need not maintain any other information. They need not, in fact, keep the names of those individuals. All those names, their basic demographic details, all this can come directly from the state resident data hub, which will have a purified single source of truth. And as I mentioned, the biggest challenge that we have right now, I mean, on the one hand, enrollment is moving at a very fast pace, and in Andhra Pradesh, we plan to complete the entire enrollment of all the residents of Andhra Pradesh by March 2013. And the biggest challenge that we now have is to see that this Aadhaar number, which has now been generated, is seeded into these multiple databases. And there are two options. You can do it inorganically and ultimately do some ground truthing and convert that into an organic seed. But seeding is what you can say is an indispensable step if we have to bring in Aadhaar into the service delivery paradigm. And this is just a plain view, I mean, a very crowded slide, but broadly speaking, what you have here is the whole mechanism of state resident data hub, wherein there are engines which will allow us to inorganically seed Aadhaar number into various databases, do purifications, create fraud data reports, and eventually allow this data to flow into the field and for field verification and ground truthing. The entire state resident data hub framework also involves authentication mechanism, as the DG pointed out. It's now fairly settled that authentication through both online as well as offline modes will definitely solve many of the problems that our service delivery programs have. And that's where I think Aadhaar will play a critical role. On the one hand, it will purify the databases, but on the other hand, it will ensure that authentication at the point of sale, authentication at the point of service delivery would ensure that the benefits go to the individuals who actually deserve that. Now, what we have tried, I'll just skip all this for the sake of time, and I'll just quickly show you how this looks. For example, when we take all these packets through and we start seeding the numbers. For example, in East Godavari district, we have some 53 lakh people in the civil supplies list, out of which we have now seeded some 15 lakh people. And the data is now coming in, and as more and more data keeps coming in, we keep seeding them inorganically by doing string matches and the text and character recognition tools. Then if you look at it, when we analyze the entire data, for example, in East Godavari, we realize that there are probable duplicates, about 7,93,000. That means an Aadhaar number is going into multiple names. So an individual can only have one identity. So possibly there is a 50% chance or even more that that individual may be bogus or fake. Similarly, when we compare that with the RTA database, we realize that there are about 2 lakh individuals who actually have car in an RTA database, while they have been shown as BPL in the civil supplies or in the pensions database. Similarly, you have the non-existent people. For example, from the Arogyashri database, when you look at them, they have actually died because there is a medical insurance part there. But if you look at the other databases, they're still existing there. So what I'm trying to say is this state resident data hub framework, wherein multiple databases talk to each other. Aadhaar becomes an enabler. Aadhaar becomes a tool. It will be a huge step in sorting out the problems of exclusion as well as inclusion, which are manifest in all our welfare programs. So to my mind, Aadhaar is a game changer. Aadhaar will redefine the entire paradigm of service delivery, and all of us would agree that the investment, as Mr. Sharma was pointing out, is worth it. And I think the ROI is, and the time we recover this investment will not be even more than 6 months. So we need to put our best foot forward, and Aadhaar definitely will solve many of the ails that are there in our service delivery programs. Thank you very much.